Zaire, it's too early to determine when he'll be back game-wise, but how good was it to see Shaq back out there, at least on the practice field yesterday?
Always good, have him back out there running around, talking, playing around, dancing, just moving fast. So always good to have him back, just, locking in for the week coming up.
How proud has this linebacker group, though, made him with the way that you guys have performed yourself, Bobby, EJ coming up with huge plays, in particular last week?
I think, we consider ourselves the best linebacker core in the league, and I think it's just up to us to hold that standard. Obviously we know what 5-3 bring, but, we all bring something special to the table, and I just, it's been awesome that all three of us have had that opportunity, to kind of prove, what we, could do on the football field.
Reflecting upon last year, getting swept by Tennessee was kind of the nail in the coffin for the divisional hopes. And we've talked about it a lot, that AFC crown has been elusive. How has that maybe driven up, escalated the magnitude of this weekend going down there after just seeing them a month ago?
It means a lot, obviously knowing, Tennessee has ran AFC South for the last few years. Everything we want to achieve kind of goes through them. So last year, losing, 2 games to them last year obviously killed our hopes of, ever competing for that crown, and even the years before losing to them at home. So thankfully we got another opportunity against them on Sunday. I know it's going to be a great battle, and, we're looking forward to it.
We know a lot of the emphasis goes on Derrick Henry, and rightfully so, but it's really been, Ryan Tannehill and what he's been able to do, especially, on the move. What are the factors in terms of not just trying to limit Derrick Henry, but also limiting Tannehill and trying to keep him contained?
Yeah, I think just understanding who Tannehill is, knowing that, he's a former receiver. He knows he's an athlete. He likes to get out there. He's not really afraid of contact like most quarterbacks. So knowing that he's always going to be mobile, he's always going to be on the move, and when he's running, he's not really looking to slide. He's looking to keep going. So, obviously Derrick Henry's a great player. Got to limit him, but keeping Tannehill contained in the pocket is always a big emphasis as well.
Zaire, what does Rodney McLeod mean to this defense, and what type of standard do you think he sets?
Oh man, he like another QB out there. Me and Rodney back there just making sure the front end right, making sure the back end right, working through problem solving. Obviously, just that leadership, that experience that he brings to the team means a lot. From a championship pedigree, and just kind of the ultimate vet, the ultimate pro. Just how he approaches his work every day, how he approaches practice. I always talk to him every day and just let him know that we set the tempo. We got to be leaders in everything that we do. And, he always sets that standard. He holds me accountable. He holds everybody else accountable. So he means a lot to this defense.
Zaire, this team, Tennessee, is really good in the red zone. I mean, they get down there, they score a lot. What do you guys have to do as a defense to kind of bow up in that area and keep them out of the end zone and hopefully keep them away from the red zone in the first place?
I just feel like red zone defense is a lot about playing fast and executing. I think offenses that do a good job, kind of have you looking at one thing and they hit you with something else. Knowing that Tennessee, they got a whole lot of tricks up their sleeve. Knowing, Rabel has that background, as a player and as a coach, fat guy touchdowns, quicks to the flat and all that other stuff. So knowing that they got a lot of things in their back pocket, I think for us it's just being disciplined, executing, playing our rules and playing fast.
Talked with Rodney and Stefan earlier in the week about the fact that each of them have won championships elsewhere, and obviously that's their motivation, is to help this organization do that. What are the things that they try to instill in this locker room and in this defense about what it takes to get to, as Coach Wright calls it, the top of the mountain?
I think, those two guys is just really letting everybody know that, everything matters. The details matter. The details that get you beat, and the details that kind of help you work over things, and really just never looking over a mistake. I think, like I touched on earlier about Rodney, Gilly as well, those guys are just coming from that championship pedigree, have a certain standard of, what it really means to be elite. Both of those guys have been on the elite defenses before, so they understand what it takes. They understand that accountability. And they understand that attention to detail. So I just think for them guys, it's just, what they bring to us is just letting us know that everything matters. Let's just lock in on the details and understand that it's a journey, and the team that continues to get better throughout the season is going to be the team that's the best at the end.
One last thing for me, kind of like your own running back, Derrick Henry is a guy who seems to get better as the game goes on. How does that test the endurance of your defense and really, challenge you guys?
Well, it's a long fight. And I think, for most guys that, play against him, they get weary of, running into him over and over again. I don't think we'll have that problem. But, he's a great player. We know the challenge that we're up against, and we're looking forward to it.